and meeting Sirhan, to have Charles Manson introduce me to him, make that click in my head.
It's like the setup to a bad joke. Charles Manson and Sirhan were sitting
in his underwear. In his underwear.
Miss
So that was
Heather
like
Monroe
a
has
dream, It almost sounds like a dream. Hey, Mom, I woke up by fucking Charles Manson introduced me to Sirhan, and Sirhan was in his underwear. And there was a serial killer there, too.
He was like, oh, that was a crazy dream.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Smores Indoors, and it's doubleheader night once again. It's been a while since we've done this, but we got 2 selection shows for tournaments tonight, and we're kicking it off right now with the greatest comedy movie of all time, Elimination Tournament Selection Show. I am Corey, your host, and I have an awesome panel backstage waiting to come in here and give you their selections, and we're going to fill out the 64 movie bracket. And we're going to start off with one half of cable channel 11. It's the other Corey. What's up?
How you
doing? We got the same name. We got to say the same shit too. Well. All right. Well, it's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me on.
Excited to see what your selections are. Next up, you saw this guy on the Collector's Inquisition. If you're watching that show, and if you're not, why the hell not? But he is from the channel Down the Movie, and it is Rick. Rick, what's going on?
What's going on, everybody? Ready to talk some comedies. I'm excited, man. It'll be a lot of fun. I know we had talked about this when we did the Collector's Inquisition. I don't know if that was part of the video, but you and I talked about it after, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here. Happy to have you back on
Thanks
the channel.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. Also, this guy's usually known for horror and porn. But we're going to see what his comedy picks are tonight. It's Dan from Flesh Wound Features.
What's up? Nice shirt, by the way, Corey. I didn't tell you that before.
Appreciate it. It's good to have you, Dan, as always.
Good to be here. I have a sense of humor. It's not all just smut and gore. So,
well, that's a good thing.
You get a piece of it today.
And as so far, last but not least, got to have his intro.
And what are you drinking during the day?
Sodies.
Sody
pops.
Okay. And how much do you think you drink a day?
8 to 12 a day.
It's Orc.
What's up?
What's up, Orc?
What's up, faggots? Got my sody. This is a good flavor steak. You're wrong.
It's okay. I'm in the middle. I tried it. I was like, it's good. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, though, if I'm being honest.
What does it taste like?
Very fruity.
It's way better than that Dream World crap that you guys seem to like.
Yeah, all the marshmallow flavor in Dream World, and then the Starlight, all the Coca-Cola flavors. I like them all, but all the Mountain Dew variants are way better.
This one's the best, though. Where's it at? There it is.
Well, some of us don't have the metabolism of a 12-year-old, of course.
Exactly. They're drinking real sugar.
Hey, I've only been up for about an hour or so.
Good morning.
This is the second half of my day.
You had breakfast yet?
Actually, I had a nice big bowl of Count Chocula when I got home from work today. So
nice.
Well, I want to give a little shout out to people out in the chat. Ben Grimm, of course, is out there. Jess Grimm, the other half of Cable Channel 11.
Why isn't his ass on here?
I don't know. He's got no sense of humor. You know that. Jay Dead, Dan J, and that's it so far. But I'm sure some more people will be in there shortly. So, but I was telling you guys before we started this, I just kept adding movies to my little list to put movies in tonight. So I'm sure there'll probably be more than one of these down the road. But did you guys have a hard time keeping things off your list, or how'd that go?
I did adding. Yeah, I mean, I have a list of about 30 movies, and even narrowing it down to 30, which we don't each get, is hard. So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
is this going to be 64 divided by 5?
I guess so, unless someone else pops in. Actually, I've got a list from Jay, the Stingray too. So I guess we're roughly 6. So I'll kind of do one of his and then do mine when it gets to me. So,
all right.
But let's start. We'll go clockwise here. Let's start with Corey from Cable Channel 11 with the first pick in this tournament.
I'm sure this one's going to get named at some point, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Blazing Saddles.
Yep.
Easily the funniest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. So.
You took one off of my list. So. All right. Rick.
I am going to go with my favorite comedy of all time, and that is Stripes.
Okay.
Good pick.
All right. Dan.
All right. So this is legit one of, if not my favorite comedy of all time. And I doubt, I could be wrong, I could be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it's on anybody's list. And that is the Steve Coogan comedy Hamlet 2. Oh. I absolutely love this movie. It's hilarious, and not enough people have seen it. So I hope, if nothing else, people will take my recommendation and watch it.
I haven't seen it, actually.
You only need 4 words to describe that movie. Rock me, sexy Jesus.
Rock me, sexy Jesus. Yes. That'll be in your head a long time once you hear it.
Before we get to Orc, I want to pull up this comment. 1996, Ben Stiller flirting with disaster. Anybody familiar with that one? Or I've not seen it.
I have, yeah. Mary Tyler Moore's like his mom, if I remember right.
So it might not make the list there, Muhammad, but I'll check it out for sure. All right, Orc.
One of my favorites, like all of my top 9 or top 10 picks, will be the ultimate. Well, I'll just say the movie. Office Space. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Made the graphic tonight.
Yep.
I got my stapler.
That was on my list for sure. Let me find it, mark it off. Okay, I'm gonna go first here with one of Jay's, and he has This Is Spinal Tap.
What?
It goes to 11.
And then I'm gonna go with the Tim Curry classic Clue.
Okay.
All right. Corey.
Well, I'm going to go with my second favorite comedy of all time, Johnny Dangerously.
Oh, okay.
Dangerously. All right.
Rick.
I think next I am going to choose Trading Places, my favorite non-Christmas Christmas movie.
Nice.
Eddie Murphy for the win.
All right. My next pick is a sex comedy classic. It's absolutely hilarious. I think it's more funny now than it was then. Private School.
Okay. All right. Orc.
Wayne's World.
Another one off my list.
No Stairway.
I just showed both those movies to my son. He just turned 12 and he loved the first one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Garth was his favorite. So
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun to watch that with him.
Jay the Stingray has Step Brothers.
Yes.
I think arguably the funniest Will Ferrell movie. I will say that. I wouldn't even argue. I think it's way up there. It's got to be number one.
Yes.
I'm going to go with a little dark horse here, and I'm going to go with Grandma's Boy.
Nice. I think it's the first movie I saw with Jonah Hill in it.
Oh yeah. Corey.
All right. Well, this is greatest comedy movie of all time, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go really old school here, and a little black and white. Arsenic and Old Lace.
Okay.
Oh, very old school.
Like it. Rick.
I'm gonna go Superbad. I'm a huge Jonah Hill fan,
Okay.
and Superbad is just hilarious to me still after watching it time and time again.
That is a great one. I thought I might have that on my list, but I guess not. All right, Dan.
All right, one again. I don't think it's on anybody's list, but it should be, and it could absolutely not be made today, and that is Christina Ricci right there over Corey's shoulder. Pumpkin. This is a movie, if you've seen it, you probably love it, but yeah, it's kind of a forgotten. 20 years almost to the date, by the way. 20th anniversary on that one. Christina Ricci is hilarious and would never be made today.
Interesting. I'm not seeing that one.
Add it to your list, Corey. You need to see it.
I was gonna say I have that in my collection. I've never seen it. It is on my to watch list.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. Orc.
Beavis and Butthead Do America.
There's lots of sluts in Las Vegas.
She'll do you twice as fast as you'll do her.
All right, before we move on, we're 16 in. So we're moving right along. We got Blazing Saddles, Stripes, Hamlet 2, Office Space. This is Spinal Tap, Clue, Johnny Dangerously, Trading Places, Private School, Wayne's World, Step Brothers, Grandma's Boy, Arsenic and Old Lace, Superbad, Pumpkin, and Beavis and Butthead Do America so far. So, all right, I will do one here for Jay, and we'll do See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Good Richard Pryor pick.
Another long-ass title to write. And then I will go with. I'm gonna go. It's on the screen. Animal House.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, Corey, what you got?
Oh, we're gonna go a little more modern this time. Liar, Liar.
Okay. Cool. Rick.
Tommy Won't Wingy. Let's go, Tommy Boy.
Okay.
All right. I am gonna go with a dark comedy classic, Heathers.
Okay.
It's a TV show, I believe now, although it might have already been canceled. I don't know.
I was going to say, I think it was supposed to come, and then I don't think it ever came out in the States because
pandemic killed it.
Yeah, well, there was some kind of shooting or issue in a school, and they kind of
dropped it,
nipped it in the bud before it could get going. And it had a really good young cast. I was curious about it, and it just kind of got buried.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
What you got to work?
Got Eddie Murphy on here once already. Let's go with The Golden Child.
Okay.
Oh. I like Golden Child. That one got a lot of shit back in the day, but I always enjoyed it.
I realized I had Animal House on my list twice. So. All right. All right. Jay has. Well, we're going Eddie Murphy again. He's got Coming to America.
There's going to be a lot of Eddie Murphy.
I think he's talking about the sequel, right?
I hope to God not.
For me, I will go with Let's go with Dirty Work. Let's show Norm Macdonald some love.
Probably definitely one of the more underrated on the list so far. I like Dirty Work a lot.
Yeah. All right, Corey.
Let's go with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Okay.
Sorry if you get arthritis after that one.
I'm going to abbreviate the last couple words, so you're good. All right, Rick.
So I'm torn now. Obviously I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. We were talking about Kevin Smith before we went live, and I have two here, but I think I only want to pick one. I'm torn between.
Let me guess. Cop Out.
You read my mind. I'm torn between Mallrats and Clerks 2, because those, in my opinion, for me, are his two funniest. I think I gotta go Clerks 2. Yep. Okay. I think Clerks 2 is
good pick.
My man.
And a short word to write. So.
All right. This is one of my favorite canon films in any genre. I think it's just a great film that could have only come from canon. And that is 1982's The Last American Virgin with Diane Franklin.
Personal friend of Stone Gassman.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Orc.
Scary Movie.
All right. Well, Jay the Stingray's next pick. The Scary Movie 2.
Take my strong hand.
I'm going to throw another one out there for mine that's kind of an underrated classic to me, and that's Kingpin.
That was on my list. That's a good one. I like that. Try not to months in it.
All right, Corey.
I think I'm going to go with another classic, like old classic. His Girl Friday.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. His Girl Friday.
All right, Rick, what you got?
I am going to go with a movie I saw in theaters about 7 times, and that is Napoleon Dynamite.
Damn, that's a lot of times.
I kept bringing a different friend with me each time because it was, it was like people weren't really aware of what it was, and I was like, "You gotta come watch this movie. It's crazy, stupid, and yet I love it." So
nice.
Okay, before you go, Dan, we're halfway there, so I'm going to go through the next 16 we've done here. So we have See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Animal House, Liar Liar, Tommy Boy, Heathers, The Golden Child, Coming to America, Dirty Work, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Clerks 2, Last American Virgin, Scary Movies 1 and 2, Kingpin, His Girl Friday, and Napoleon Dynamite. So we are halfway there.
Halfway.
And Dan, you're going to start us off for the second half here.
All right. I'm going to pick the heartwarming dead hooker classic, Very Bad Things, which has probably one of the best casts you will see tonight, from Daniel Stern to Jeremy Piven. It's just really funny. Cameron Diaz. It's just a really funny movie.
Cool. Work.
Let's go with the one that everybody loves, Shaun of the Dead.
Okay. All right, next up for Jay is The Jerk, Steve Martin.
Yes.
Good pick.
And my pick will be Groundhog Day.
Murray.
All right. Corey.
Well, Dan said Jeremy Piven, and it triggered my brain. PCU.
Okay.
Good pick.
Nice. Rick?
I gotta go Super Troopers.
Okay.
A movie I've seen way too many times.
Man, I wish it was next Friday already. Shit, this is gonna be a fun show.
You know what's great though? There's actually some stuff on this list I need to watch, so that's actually exciting, I think. Dan, you're up next.
All right. I cannot fathom that this wasn't going to be on one of your lists, but I'm going to go ahead and pick it just in case because it's a contender even to win it. And I got to go with Porky's.
Oh.
One of the funniest movies ever.
All right. Orc.
Doesn't make many gems, but gotta go with his best. Happy Gilmore.
You think that's his best one? I think it probably is.
I think so. There's a few others that are pretty good, but yeah.
All right. Jay the Stingray, he must be a Christopher Guest fan because his next one's Best in Show.
I just watched that for the first time a couple weeks ago. I just don't think I'm a Christopher Guest fan when it comes to humor. It's just not my cup of tea.
All right. Man, I've got so many good ones left. This is tough. I want to go with Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
All right, Corey.
Why don't we go with Van Wilder?
Okay. All right. Rick?
I have to go Caddyshack.
Classic.
Caddyshack. All right. 1 second here. I'm just checking to make sure now so I don't leave any off that need to be there. All right. So, all right. I have got to choose Bachelor Party. Best movie Tom Hanks ever made, damn it.
I don't know about that.
Forrest Gump did not have a dead donkey on an elevator, Corey. So
Well, it should have, but I'll agree with you there. Had everything else. Work.
Fourth Eddie Murphy movie, Beverly Hills Cop. Let's go.
Yeah.
And the new one better not suck ass. I'll be pissed.
There's a new one?
They're making a new one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are you guys a fan of the third one?
Secretly, yes, even though it's a bad movie. Yeah.
I didn't catch that, Orc. What was your pick?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the third one's shit, Orc. It is.
All right. Jay the Stingray's next pick is There's Something About Mary.
Oh, okay.
And then I will go with The Big Lebowski.
Nice. Probably the movie I own the most times over.
Really?
Yeah, they put a different version out every couple of years. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's the third 16, so I'll go through those real quick. Very Bad Things, Shaun of the Dead, The Jerk, Groundhog Day, PCU, Super Troopers, Porky's, Happy Gilmore, Best in Show, Christmas Vacation, Van Wilder, Caddyshack, Bachelor Party, Beverly Hills Cop, There's Something About Mary, and The Big Lebowski. So, Corey, you're starting off the last 16 here.
All right. Well, my wife will kill me if I don't throw this one on there. So, 21 Jump Street.
Okay.
No, what has to make the tournament? That's what I have to really think about.
You're
Not what I like.
There's some heavy hitters that haven't been picked yet. Some real heavy hitters. Hey, Garrett.
I'll address you later here.
So far, as crazy as this sounds, nobody's taken Road Trip, Euro Trip. Blazing Saddles was picked.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein. There's going to be some shit left off. Revenge of the Nerds. There's some massive ones that haven't been picked.
Well, we'll see what Rick's got up his sleeve next.
Well, I'm going to jump on the Adam Sandler train, and I am going to go Billy Madison.
Okay.
Probably one of the stupidest movies he's done, but I laughed almost the entire time.
Conditioner is better.
Yeah, who is better?
And nudie magazines all day.
The guy called the shit poop. Don't put it out with your boot, Ed.
God
Don't
damn
tell
it.
me my business, devil woman.
It's too damn hot for a penguin. Oh.
All right, before we reenact the whole movie, Dan, go ahead with your.
Keep going.
How many more do we have, Corey? Is it 3 left apiece?
It's going to be close to that, I think.
Roughly.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got 2 Corys in here, Garrett. That's how we roll over here. S'mores Indoors. I don't know about that Rad Pack, but
yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This is tough now because I'm seeing what's going to be left off, I think.
There's definitely going to be a second documentary show and then comedy show for sure.
You could probably get 3 more comedy shows easily. God, do I go with something obscure? God damn. All right, I know it's not on anybody's list, but Eating Raoul, the Paul Bartel classic. I think he and Mary Warrenoff might be one of the best comedy duos of all time.
So, Orc.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay. Great. All right, Jay the Stingray is going with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Which I think I was on my list too. So. Man, it's kind of timely. I'm going with Idiocracy.
Wow. It's funny to think that movie was kind of a bomb back then, and
I know
it's talked about all the time now.
How many picks are left for everybody?
I can't do math in my head, damn it. Looks like 2.
Okay.
So.
2?
Yep.
Jess, hurry up and
like
type in. Hurry up and type in a movie you want, Jess, and I'll.
He's been streaming Dumb and Dumber the whole show. So.
All right, well, let's go with that one then.
Right.
I'll give up one of my picks for him.
Well, I think Jess should have gotten his ass on the show, so I would not have done that. I agree,
but I'm a nice guy.
I'm not. So I would have said.
Maybe you can get him to come on the porn star one.
that was on my short list, so I'm kind of glad you took Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm torn between.
I love these shows because you got to kill your children. You know, it's kind of fun.
I gotta go Borat.
Okay. That's a good one.
All right. Well, I'm down to 2 picks. It has to be on here. Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
That was on my list too. That's.
Yeah. It has to be on there.
All right, Orc.
It's a lot to choose from.
Glad the porn star or the porn bots in here. Thanks for hopping in.
Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna probably take a chat suggestion for my last pick, but Austin Powers or Black Sheep?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I'll go with the first one because I like all three equally.
All right. I'm going to put a 1 by it so I don't have to write a 5,000 words title. Okay, Jay the Stingray is going to go with Life of Brian. Now, what am I going to go with? I have like a whole bunch of good ones. I'm going to go with an underrated one. Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay. It's also a Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That thing cracks me up every time I watch it. All right, Corey.
This is the last one.
Yeah, we have 4 picks left, so you guys have the last 4.
All right. I think I'm going to go with History of the World Part 1.
There we go. All right, Rick, what's your final selection?
Man. I'm going to go 40-year-old virgin.
Okay.
That'll make
Stop
Jake
talking
happy.
about my life. Okay.
All right. At this point, a lot of stuff is going to be left off, and that's just the way it is. And we're gonna need a second tournament.
Yeah.
So don't get mad at us.
To make things interesting, I will throw in the darkest dark comedy that may have ever been made. Really fucked up movie, and I just kind of wanted in there to be a shit stirrer, and that is Todd Solondz's Happiness. That one is a lot of things, but it is, I think, Todd's best film. But it's dark.
All right. What is the final movie of the tournament, Org?
Love me some slacker movies, and I put in Office Space. So, gotta have Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, thank God.
Gotta have it in there. I know some people don't like it, and those people I can never understand why. I mean, I know comedy's subjective, but
it hurt me not to put that one in. But
yeah, I was thinking, I was going through my list. I was like, wait, I gotta have this one on.
Yes, Porky's is in there. Zombie. Someone mentioned something else over here. Now, Fast Times did not make it, Daily Ghost, so that'll have to go for the next one, probably. So
sometimes you get those big ones that aren't picked because you're just anticipating somebody else to take it. That's the problem.
Yeah, for sure. So let me go through the last 16 here. I'll read those off. 21 Jump Street, Billy Madison, Eating Raoul, Tucker and Dale, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Idiocracy, Dumb and Dumber, Borat, Revenge of the Nerds, Austin Powers, 1, Life of Brian, Just Friends, History of the World Part 1, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Happiness, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I think we got a good variety of stuff in this one. So
yeah,
should be a good tournament, which will take place next Friday night, same time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. So check that out. We're going to wrap this show up because we have another show tonight at 10 p.m. Central. It's a selection show for, let me pull it up here, the Dollar General edition of the greatest adult star of all time elimination tournament. If you've been watching the show, you know that's special for Jake from Slaughterport. So stay tuned for that tonight. And for that show, I think I have 1 pick, and I think Dan has 63. So Really, really leaned on Dan for this last one.
I dug deep.
Yeah. So, but join us for that here later this evening. But I'm going to go around the room. We'll start. Orky, still there?
I
Maybe
think
not.
he said something in the chat.
Okay.
Nature called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, Dan, what you guys got coming up on Flesh Wound?
Flesh Wound features here on YouTube. We are slowly setting up our October schedule. There'll be something every single day. This Wednesday, though, we will have reviews for Pearl and all sorts of different new movies. The Goodbye Mommy remake that just dropped. Yeah, content every single day in October, sometimes a couple shows a day.
Nice. Everybody check Dan and Flesh Wound out. Rick, you got some stuff coming up there on Down to Movie?
Yep. New videos every Thursday. I just dropped a review video last week. And this upcoming week, I'm going to try to knock out a ton of videos. I have like 4 pickup videos to do. I have 6 or 7 weeks or months worth of reviews, not months, but weeks. So tons of stuff coming to the channel every Thursday. Down to Movie on YouTube. Check it out.
Awesome. Thanks for being here again, and you're welcome anytime that you want to be on. So, Corey, Cable Channel 11, you guys got stuff coming our way?
Channel 11. See if I can get all this stuff out. If you have not seen our last Horror Rumble, we covered the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, including in there a 20-minute argument, debate, rant, whatever you want to call it, between Jonathan and Andrew and Lauren, which is hilarious. We had debuted a new hangout show that we're doing called Open Bar. Check that out. I know within the next couple of weeks, we are going to finally do our big showdown between Dan and Lauren for our trivia champion. So that should be coming within the next couple of weeks. And at some point, we plan on doing a couple of new cartoon type things. So keep a lookout for that.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well, once again, tonight, 11 Eastern, 10 Central, we'll be here with the selection show for the next Porn Star tournament, a tournament that Rick's probably glad he's not involved with.
I have a few picks. We can talk after.
Okay, we'll talk after. We'll get your selections in there.
Pick me, Rick.
And then tomorrow night, we're doing a little recording for Patreon, which is going to be a pretty special drunken commentary. I'm not going to go any more detail to that, but if you're a patron of Smores Indoors, you may enjoy that. I'm not sure, but some people probably won't. But we'll leave it at that. And then next week, starting September 19th, much like the old days in the Monday Night Wars, Smores Indoors is being invaded. Check this out.
We're taking over.
We taking over, brother.
Sometimes bad things happen. We're taking over. Smores Indoors, you're next.
Nice.
I've got to be on my toes and ready for those guys. But no, Justin, Mel, and Garrett are all taking on the Collector's Inquisition, which Rick has done himself. So they will be on. Justin will be on the 19th of September. Mel will be the 21st, and Garrett will wrap it up the 23rd. So check those shows out. I think they all premiere at 5 p.m. Central on those days. So
Corey's coming for that quad, Garrett. Look out!
That's right. Hey, you saw my my bark back video, Adam. So hopefully. So. But thanks everybody out in the chat. Hope you had fun tonight, and I hope to see you again later tonight when we are back with you. So until next time, everyone, take it easy.